Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ariel and I'm the founder of Travel with Ari. I'm a travel agent and I'm also a travel business coach. I coach and train others how to start their own travel business. And this evening I want to bring this special episode to you to help new agents learn how to find travel deals. So I use Vacation Express quite a lot. One of my specialties is booking all-inclusives in the Caribbean, and I think that they have some of the best deals and payment plans. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. This is one of the questions I get asked so many times. How do I find travel deals? Where do they come from? Does someone send them to me? If I'm offering clients a discounted rate, does that mean it comes out of my commission? How does that work? So these are some of the questions I want to answer for you guys this evening. Once you sign up with suppliers, and every supplier basically has the same setup. So whether it's Vacation Express, FunJet, Apple Vacations, Delta Vacations, Southwest Vacations, American Airlines Vacations, they pretty much have the same setup as far as you being able to book packages, flights, hotels. You look at the destinations that they offer, a group travel or weddings, and then they'll have deals. They also have travel agent perks or rates somewhere in the corner over here. In this specific supplier, Vacation Express, they have that tab down here somewhere. Let me show you guys right here, agent benefits. So they're going to have agent benefits of some sort. That's not to be confused with actual travel deals. So the difference between a travel deal that you can promote online versus an agent rate, and I get this question a lot because a lot of people are like, I don't know what to post, I don't want to do anything that goes against compliance. The only thing that goes against compliance is if you're listing or promoting travel agent rates. You're not supposed to recruit other travel agents by promoting the rates that we get. That's for travel agents only. But you could promote any other travel deal to the public to make a booking and earn commission. So you see here, as soon as we log in, there's already a slide right here showing different deals. And based on, if you see something pops up that you actually like, you could click on these and it takes you to the page. I want to show you guys the way I do it. So sometimes I'll play around with the new booking. Most of the times I do, because let's say I'm in February recording this right now and I want to offer a payment plan. Maybe I might look for something for October or November. And I'm going to show you guys how I do that. But before that, I'm going to look at deals, right? Deals over here, and these are the cities that they offer deals out of. Not to say that anything listed here you're not going to get good pricing, but these are like preset deals that will help you promote. I always go for Atlanta because I think Atlanta has the best prices, and that's where I'm at. So right off the bat, you see here 6-night all-inclusive with nonstop air starting at $875, and you scroll down and you'll be able to see what they offer. If you see it in blue here in a hyperlink, that means you're able to click on that and it takes you to a page where it pulls this deal up. Mind you, as a travel agent, you need to know and always advise your clients that prices are subject to change. So if they did this deal maybe 2 days ago and they still have it promoting here, you may click on it and the price is something different. It usually is somewhere nearby. It's not that far off, but it is subject to change. So any deal that I post on social media, I always either put starting at this rate or prices are subject to change until a deposit is made. So that kind of sets the expectation that it may not be this price, but it may be close to this price, right? They're always going to have those budget resorts like at the top because those are the cheapest. And as you scroll down, you're going to see that the prices increase. So now we're here at $875. And this is a good option. This pop-up right here, if you enter your information, that means you're going to be on their newsletter as a travel agent and you get all of the new deals sent directly to your email. So we're starting off at $875 right here. And as you scroll down, you see $929. So we're getting a little bit more expensive. And that's usually when the resorts start to get a little bit more higher in ratings. So we have 1,018 right here, $1,298. And you get the gist, it keeps going up. So let's say, I love this resort in St. Martin. So you see there's no hyperlink here, but you see they have dates. So you could go ahead and search that date in this box in the corner. But for the one at the top that has a hyperlink, this is pretty. So Grand Palladium in Cancun. Let's say I wanted to offer a deal from Atlanta. I'll go ahead and select that. It's starting at July 30th. When you see, oh, this is already sold out. Wow. That means that it's really popular and it was super cheap. So Vacation Express offers like charter flights, and they give you specific dates because those are the dates that they're going to have the really good low fares from, as you can see right here. So you see if you leave on a Sunday, the ones that are in green is suggesting that because those are going to give you the cheapest rates. If it is that your clients have specific dates or you're trying to promote a specific date, you could say no thanks and then just go back to the dates you originally requested, or you could just click on one of these and see what the option is and compare and contrast between your dates. So let's see what comes up. I think it was $15.98 that we saw, but it's a 6-night stay. It's a little expensive for me, so I'm gonna go back to search for better deals. All right, so as you can see, starting at the top, Viva Aerobus is kind of like a charter Mexican airline, so it usually has cheaper flights, but you have the option to go here, more options, and choose more popular airlines, but that means that the price is going to go up. So I ideally promote budget airlines because I am a fan of budget airlines. I just make it a point to let my clients know the stipulations with budget airlines, which means you're going to get a low price up front, but even with insurance, some budget airlines still have like rebooking fees or penalties. So that's just a risk that you have to take, and you let your clients know and you'll be fine. So Rio Latino is one of my favorites. It's a new resort that just opened in October of 2022. I actually have some clients who flew into Rio Latino today. So you're going to go ahead and select okay. So I have my search options pre-selected to always include flights, hotel, and travel insurance. It shows you the price with travel insurance, but you always have to select which one you'd like. So it has round-trip shared transportation. That's usually the most budget-friendly option. That's $36. Or scroll down here and you can see private transfers. That's $79. That's completely up to the client. Sometimes when I do have groups of like 8 or 10, you'll realize that the private transfer is cheaper than the actual shared transfer. So I want to go ahead down here. I'm going to keep it at shared transfer, and I'm going to change. I'm going to add the insurance. So that's $89 per person for VPP, and these are hyperlinked as well. So you could click on anything that's blue and read the description of it. And then right here, it's going to add that. I love Vacation Express. It shows you everything, a breakdown of everything. It shows you the commission amount. And mind you, these are the prices that you're seeing on Vacation Express website. So, when I promote to people, even if you do want to book your own travel, become a travel agent so that you're able to get that commission. Because I'm seeing $27.12 on Vacation Express consumer website, and I'm also seeing it on their travel agent website. It means that there's $260 in commission built in that Vacation Express keeps when you book full price online. Okay, so that's basically how you put a trip together. And then I'll go online, or I use Canva a lot for like flyers, or I just get pictures of the resort from their website and I will post on Facebook, and I'll be like, hey, you guys can go to Mexico, and I'll list everything that's included. Those of you who are on my Facebook, you see me post deals like on a very regular basis because that's how I get a lot of my clients. One of the really cool options that I love with Vacation Express, it gives me the option to offer my client a reduced deposit, right? And let me see if this one has it. This one doesn't have it because it's already at $300 per person, and usually it doesn't go down past $300 or $369, $389. So it's already below that, so they're not offering it for this one. But I want to start over and show you guys how I look for a deal without even using that deals tab. And remember, you can use that deals tab and click from any city and see what they're offering. So let's say I want to book a trip. I'm going to do Atlanta because that's where I'm at. And I do this so often that I literally have an idea in my head when best pricing is. There's this one date in April that just kept bringing up these really good prices. Let me go back to April. And I think it was, what was it? It was a weekend or a weekday. I think it was the 17th or the 16th. It's the 17th to the 20th, and that's a Monday. That's a little 3-day trip. 17th to the 20th, nonstop from Atlanta. And of course, when you leave on Sundays, Mondays, or Tuesdays, the pricing is way better than the weekends. So, you ask your clients, you never know. Everyone's not looking for a weekend getaway. Everyone's not looking for, the resort to be crowded. They want to chill, they want to relax, and still enjoy the amenities. So you could ask, really play around and find out what works for your client. And, yep. It definitely was the 17th to the 20th. So I play around with this application so much because, I like finding good prices. I like finding good deals. So when I have some time, I just go in there and play around with dates and see what really works. And after you kind of get a rhythm, it's going to be like clockwork. So I do Cancun adults only because I'm always for the adults only. I only look at family resorts when it's requested, but I'm always promoting adults only because I personally like adults onlys. Okay, so I already have this preset right here to include taxes, transfers, and insurance, right? Remember, although it's quoting the price for the VPP insurance, you still have to add it when you select a room and you get in there. I'll show you guys what I mean. Now, Planet Hollywood is a really good adult scene, is a really awesome resort, and for $1,000 per person, that's a phenomenal price, and that's including flights. And remember, budget airlines have different restrictions, so you always want to let your client know. With Frontier, I know specifically you have to purchase carry-on bags and checked luggage. They try to get you to book a seat, but you really don't have to. They'll assign you a seat for free. And they do have penalties. So any Spirit, Frontier, Southwest, they're going to have rebooking penalties versus JetBlue and American Airlines and Delta. So let's say your client booked a flight and it's let's say $150 on Frontier. And they're giving you flight credit to rebook a trip because they want to cancel using insurance. Frontier might have a rebooking fee of $100. So when you really think of it, the credit is only for $50. So you have to let your clients know up front that with budget airlines, although you're saving a lot when it comes down to insurance and, canceling to rebook and stuff like that, especially if you're not rebooking the same destination and the same flight just for a different date, there are a lot of fees included, but that's the risk of booking a low budget airline, and then they'll decide if they want to or not, or they want to add an extra $300-$400 to their booking and book with Delta to begin with. And that's completely up to them, but you always want to mention their options. Planet Hollywood is absolutely number one favorite of mine. As I said, at the top, you're always going to have the lower star rating resorts, and they're going to be the cheapest. And I kind of stay in the middle. So in this, Core Tulum is a really good resort for someone who's not really looking to party and they want to retreat somewhere. They want to have Zen vibes. I would definitely send them there. $851 is a phenomenal price. Temptations Cancun, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of that. It's a topless optional adults only resort. It does have 21 and over rooms. Rio Palace Cuckoo Clan is one of the newest Rios opening in Cancun. Adults only Royalton Hideaway. I'm a huge Royalton person. El Dorado Seaside Palms. They usually have a lot of swim up suites. I don't see any here right now, but I know Royalton should have Yep, right here, swim out seats. So what you want to do is all of these hyperlinks, you could click on these resorts to learn a lot more about them. I have an idea of a lot of these resorts because I've done extensive research. I've sent a lot of quotes out. I've done training for some of these hotels. So I'm really familiar with them and know what to choose and what to recommend. And you'll get there. It definitely takes time. But you could select on these hyperlinks to learn. Let's say you want to know the difference between a junior suite and a junior suite jacuzzi, and you don't have the time to go and do all of the training. You just click on this hyperlink, and it'll tell you what's included. The client wants to know what it comes with. And this here tells you everything. Whether it has 1 bed, 2 queens, 2 wash bowls. It comes with a balcony overlooking mangrove. So you already know that this is not ocean view because it says overlooking mangrove. You could go down to, let's say, luxury swim out suite. It says it in the thing, but usually the swim out suites have other things. So look, this one actually has 2 wash bowls and an indoor jacuzzi. The luxury regular standard suite does not have that. A lot of these resorts have like preferred clubs. With Royalton specifically, it's Diamond Club, and Diamond Club means that you're basically getting special privileges at the resort, whether it's the Diamond Club Lounge with premium liquor, or you have like a pool area, a beach area that's only available to Diamond Club. You have restaurants on the resort that only Diamond Club members could go to. So you could always upsell these things to your client. Look at this. The Luxury Junior Suite, which is basically the standard suite, is $986, and the swim out, where is it? The Diamond Club Luxury Suite, the same room, but with the Diamond Club, it's only $100 more. So you let your client know, just for $100 more, you could have access to all of these things on the resort, all these special privileges that no one else does. Let me click on one so you can see real quick. So you see, these are the amenities for a regular guest. And then when you scroll down, you would see what the Diamond Club's privileges add all of these extra services. So that's something, a good way to upsell and get, that higher sale. But the price is still really good. We're still under $1,000, guys, for this vacation to Mexico. So I want to do Planet Hollywood because that's one of my favorites. This is at $1,000 right now for the junior suite. So whereas Royalton had the Diamond Club, with Planet Hollywood, it's called Star Class. So everyone has different names for their privileged suites. Let me see anyone else. Breathless is a really good one. Usually really expensive, and it's at $1,200 per person for this one. It's usually within the $2,000, $3,000s for this resort. So their premium is Accelerate. Well, Exhale Club is their premium. Okay, let's go back up to Planet Hollywood. Now go to Select. You could do this for any amount of guests. So 4 guests, 5 guests, depending on if the resort offers 5 in a room. Or you could put, what I do is I'll do group trips. I'll say I want to book some girls trips today. And I'll search for, instead of 2 people, I'll search for 6 or 5. And it'll probably put them in a family suite, which is a 2-bedroom. You know what? Let me do that next and show you guys how that works. So this one would be on Frontier. We're leaving the 17th of April to the 20th. We're staying at Planet Hollywood. The deposit right now is $330 per person. But remember, we still have to add that insurance. I always go for the cheaper insurance, which is the one for travel credit. That's this one right here for $69. I'm going to add that really quick. All right. So now that's added. You're going to see we have round trip transfers. We have our vacation protection. We have our room. We have our flights. And we're still on the $2,000 for 2 people. You could also go down here. So now it's at $399. So I still wouldn't even want to add the reduced deposit. Reduced deposit, I think, makes sense when the deposit is $600, $700 per person. And then you put the reduced deposit, which just adds $25 to the bill, but it brings it down to $300 or $369 per person with the insurance. And you come down here and you could do an all-inclusive package where you're offering, an itinerary building. You can ask your clients if they want to add excursions. And you have right here, this is one of my favorite, the Columbus Steak and Lobster Dinner. That's a romantic sail too. So it says, set sail for a romantic evening filled with delicious food and live entertainment aboard a replica Spanish galleon as you cruise along. I can't pronounce that. There's an open bar, and then they have a live saxophone performance, and they get a steak and lobster dinner. So you could add this. Let's say someone's I want to have a little romantic trip with me and my bae. It's a good option for them. That's being added to the top. So here you go. We're at $2,212 right now. So that's what, $1,106, and they get an all-inclusive stay at adults only resort. They have round trips, nonstop flights. They have shared transfers. They have their vacation protection, and they have their romantic dinner for only $1,100. I don't know about you, but that's a good deal. So let's go back and start over. And I want to show you guys. And it's really important to start over instead of clicking back. Because if you click back and you go and put another package together and you come back to this screen, it's going to have this and the new package. So you don't want to do that. You always want to start over if you want to refresh and get started. So now let's do a little trip for like maybe, let's say 5 girls. So we could keep the same dates and maybe just do 1 room. You can do 1 room, 5 adults, and it'll start to show you, instead of like the superior and standard rooms, it'll start to show you like family rooms. What you can do as well, let's say you have 6 girls and they're like, you know what, we want to put 2 in a room. You could go ahead and select 3 rooms. And then you could put how many people, and you could put a package together. So there are downsides to booking individually versus booking all together. I would recommend booking all together if everyone's in the group is all deposit ready and they're all open to having insurance. Because once you start taking people away, let's say someone wants to cancel, then that affects the rates for everyone else. Versus if you book all of these rooms separately. Like let's say it's 6 girls and they all want 2 in a room. You could go ahead and just do each couple, each room by itself, and then they'll have insurance by themselves and they'll be all good. You put all 6 of them in a room and people start canceling, it changes the rate of the room, and then everybody has to pay more if one person moves away. So, I really try and, decipher. I have a lady right now who is booking a birthday trip for her daughter, and it's 8 of her friends going to Cancun. So it's like 6 of her friends, but 2 moms. So it's 8 of them total. And I'm doing it. They want 3 rooms. So I'm doing it all together because what the mom is doing is she wants one invoice and she's paying for everything. So when something like that, I'm okay with doing it. But if it's like a group of friends and we're all coming together, I'll definitely try to do it another way, because when people start canceling, which they usually do with groups, I don't want that headache. Okay, so I have 5 adults, 1 room. And we're going to see what the options are right now. And these are the travel deals that you want to create and promote. Of course, when you have a client, you're going to have options where you can, you have their dates and stuff like that. You have where they want to go. You have their budget, and you'll shop accordingly. But when you want to promote for yourself, which I think is the best option, put something together and see what's available. That's the best option. So for these days, it's actually a lot more expensive to do it this way, because you see this is at $1,632 right now, and it's showing now 2 bedrooms. So once you have higher occupancy, it starts to show you like the bigger suites that could hold a lot more people. Like this is showing like a 2-bedroom suite right now, oceanfront 2-bedroom suite. And a lot of people, are not opposed to this, so you don't want to sell yourself short. I would still promote this for the people who are looking for luxury. I want to go back though and maybe go to 4 and show you guys some of the family suites, if there are any of those available. Let's go to 4 adults. Vacation Express is really user friendly. Like I do a lot of bookings from my cell phone and it looks exactly the same. Okay, so these prices are a lot better, right? Versus those presidential suites and stuff that we're packing up. So let's go back to Planet Hollywood again, because that's the one that we used before. And you'll see that they do allow 4 in a junior suite, which is not bad, because you could have 4 people with 2 queen beds. That's really not bad. But when it comes down to it, I wouldn't want to do that myself, because then it's 1 bathroom, and that's not ideal. Let me see if I could find a resort that has. I know Royalton usually has 2 bedrooms. Let me see if they have any. I want to show you guys this example really quick. Let's say Yucatan. Superior room, 2 queen beds. No. We want a family room. 2 queen beds. Okay. This is still a presidential 2-bedroom. No, I want a family room. So I'll look at this one already. There's an option at the top to drop all of these down automatically, but I don't like when it's all full. So I don't like changing it because it automatically does that every time. So you could click list hotel and info, and it will actually keep this open for all of the hotels. I don't want to do that. I prefer to click it each one and close them as I go, because it's really annoying when they're all open. Oceanfront Queen Beds, we did that one already. Hyatt Zilara, Trinidad Suite 2, Divine. This is a really popular one, but this is really expensive though. Those are for the people with money. Okay, so I can't see any with the family rooms. I do see some 2 bedrooms right here, but that's not what I mean. But this is similar to what the family room would be. So sometimes it's like 3 beds, a king in one room, and then 2 doubles or 2 queens, and then usually has 2 bathrooms. So yeah, this is like, so 2 bedroom suite, 1 king bed, and then 2 queen beds. Each room has a private balcony and full bathroom and indoor jacuzzi. So this is similar to what the family room would be, which would make more sense for 4 or more girls, because then think about everyone trying to get ready, and you have 1 bathroom, and you're the travel agent. You want to think about these things because you don't want someone thinking, we want the cheaper one, let's go with that. Then they get there, they have 1 bathroom, and then they have a bad experience. Now it's all your fault because you didn't tell them that it was 1 bathroom, and it's 4 of us, and we all gotta get ready. So now that's just ruining the whole trip. So, you always want to be open and sometimes share your opinion. And I do that a lot with my clients, and they're always like, I appreciate you, being real with me. I'm like, yes, because I don't know how you guys all gonna use the same bathroom. Okay, so what else can I show you guys? You could come over here and see the destinations that are available right here. There are a few of them that are not available on Vacation Express. I know Barbados is not on here. Bermuda isn't. Trinidad and Tobago, like St. Vincent. Some of those Leeward Islands are not on here either. But here's a list of what you could sell. Cartagena has one of the only all-inclusive resorts. One of my clients just got back yesterday from this trip. They say that Dreams Caribana, it's the only all-inclusive resort in Colombia, and Vacation Express sells it. And then you could do some Central America. Costa Rica is amazing for like retreats and stuff. Panama is super cheap. Let's look at a Panama deal real quick. My sponsor is actually hosting a group trip to Panama at one of these Rios. Let's do Panama from Atlanta, maybe, yeah. But let's do another date that's far away so you guys can see the payment plans. Let's say Thursday to Sunday. That's not bad. It's a cute little weekend getaway. Let's see if there are any direct flights. All right, Delta. We starting off real good. Okay, they only have 2 options. They have Dreams and they have Rio. Rio is the party resort that everybody loves. So they have Ocean View, Oceanfront. As you become more versed as a travel agent, you'll start to learn the different terminologies that these resorts use. Ocean View and Oceanfront are not the same thing, and you always want to let the client know, because some of them will get Ocean View and they'll be like, well, I can't see the ocean. Well, technically you can. Maybe you have to lean over your railing or there's a tree blocking it, but as long as you can see that blue from the room, technically it's an ocean view. Oceanfront means that you're paying for that room, that when you open up your patio doors or your window, whatever it is, you're seeing the ocean facing your room. That's why that's the most expensive one, but you always want to let them know Ocean View and Oceanfront are not the same things. So let's go for the Ocean View right now. You tell them the pricing, and some people will opt for the Oceanfront every time because it's usually like $30, $40. This is a really good deal because you're getting direct flights with Delta, premium airline. Okay, I'm happy this one has so what happens is with Vacation Express, airlines don't offer payment plans. So this deposit due is always going to be the cost of the entire flight, right? And that's what they're asking for up front to reserve those flights for you. They don't offer payment plans, so you have to pay that up front. So now this is a perfect option for me to show you guys how to add that reduced deposit plan. So this now, remember, we still have to add that insurance to it. Although it gives you the price up front with insurance, you have to add it when you get to this page. All right. So you see the insurance and flights are always due up front. So that deposit went up to 624. Perfect example. So now we have our transfer, we have our vacation protection, we have our flight and our resort. We're going to go down here and we're going to add the reduced deposit plan. And that's going to add $25 per person. Click this OK one time. If you select it too many times, it's going to add it every time that you select it. So just hold on and it'll add it to it. So now see here, they dropped down the deposit from $600 to $369. So that's what that reduced deposit does. And of course, you're going to let that client know that, the price is 17, maybe 17.11, or my math is all wrong, but it's $25 more if you do want that reduced deposit plan. If you don't, the deposit is this and the price is this. So you want to give those both prices, and then you want to tell them the difference in deposit. Most times people are going to go for the lower deposit because they want to pay less upfront. And the same with everything else. They usually offer like tours for you to add. You can click on them to see what's available. Panama doesn't have a lot. I find Jamaica, Cancun, and Dominican Republic have the most excursions available. What is this one? This is rainforest tour. Authorities, indigenous, interact and learn ancient culture, through folkloric shows, color dances. Okay, do we get lunch? What is included? So included is pickup from the airport, transportation from the hotel, a guide, bottled water, and lunch only. No alcoholic tips or souvenirs. So you can look at this and you could put this in your quotes when you're selling this package. Look, there's a free wedding package in addition to this one. Let's see what this wedding package includes. Free wedding package is ideal for the option of couples looking for a stunning backdrop to their ceremony without added expense. Okay, so you get a bridal bouquet, ceremony location setup, playlist, semi-private dinner for 10 people, wedding cake for 10 people. Okay, so this is a cute little wedding getaway at no cost. So you could, if you decide that you want to be a wedding specialist, this is how you could add it to your packages. I'll probably do a separate episode on this because you have a lot of different resorts who offer different packages that you could book directly on Vacation Express without even going through the wedding department. And of course, you could book it on here and then follow up directly with the resort for any special kind of requirements. But this is basically how you do it. Play around with this deal tabs right here from the city that you're leaving from, or you could look from the Vacation Express homepage, and they usually have deals. They have a deal here with flights for $3.99, another one here for $7.89. And you have early booking deals, last minute deals, all inclusive deals, deals. You have so many options here for you. I know at the bottom of the page too, you could go to cheap vacation, cheap flights, last minute, early booking, Punta Cana deals. And these change by destination every once in a while, depending on what they're featuring. So you have access here to basically create whatever. So when I first started, and I still do this, the three main destinations that I focus on are Cancun, Punta Cana, and Jamaica. They're all very popular. They're all very good and cheap flights from the U.S. And that's usually what people want when they think of vacations. The great thing about this is that you book one trip and you don't have to go back to the drawing board. Every time I book a trip or send a quote out, I'm literally posting the same thing on my social media. I'm putting TikTok videos together, promoting the exact same thing. Because let's say this person that asked for the quote did not want to book, I could go over here and make another booking. Or even if they did book, I'm still promoting it and talking about it. Somebody else want to go, same days, everything, let's go. You're going to look, sometimes you look at these commissions and they're like $200. You could easily multiply that $200 commission into $1,000 if you sell it to 5 other people from your Facebook page. And I've done it, so I'm telling you, it's very possible. You post deals sometimes and people react because they're like, oh, that's a great price or whatever. But when you put that hashtag booked, someone's ready to go, someone pulled the plug, people get really excited, and those are the kind of bookings that have the most traction on my Facebook page. All right, I'm not going to hold you guys. If you guys have any questions, please post them in the comment section. If you're an agent on my team and you want to follow up, you could go ahead and schedule a one-on-one with me on my website, travelwithari.com. If you're interested in becoming a travel agent, I'm going to put my information in the description box below. And thank you for being here and staying till the end. You guys have a great one. And please subscribe and like my channel. Share it with your other travel agent friends or anyone who's looking to become a travel agent. You guys have a great evening. Bye.